Well, when it comes to fighting the Ottomans, God knows what's going to happen. At least we have a good barrier of forts around here. But he just has so many men. Jake, do you want to give Ireland to Scotland for that splendour? I do. I really do. But I'm just going to have to accept that I am not getting a lot of these. It means I need to think about what I want to take here. It's probably going to be this one. That extra artillery damage is going to make the entire difference in the battles. Because it's going to be full artillery or bust in all engagements. I wonder what Mighty Ming is going to think of me when I... Well, actually, let's be honest, allying the Ming is not likely to happen here. And again, it's not to say I can't make use of you. I have a thought about that, but we'll save it for once this war is over, which will be in about 6 months. And whilst that's going on, I'm going to take a very quick water break. Okay, much better. Trade efficiency hit isn't so good, but not to the point where I'm going to lose dip over it. Ideas, on the other hand, gotta get them all. Even if I really want that tech, I really want that land force limit bonus, so I can actually fight the Ottomans on something of similar grounding. And the plutocrats I wanted to coup in my face for some reason, can't imagine why. But the granted admiralship will wear off before they get a chance to. Hot damn. That manpower modifier comes at a very pleasant time. It's gonna take like 100 months to fill that thing up. Still, we're good. Can't believe we're only 4th place in score though. What shenanigans are hitting us there? Okay, the Ming, the England, the Ottomans. And Savoy trying to take Defender of the Faith. What a joke. We'll help our beloved ally, or march as we do. And there we go, 100%. It's a very good thing to remember that fighting a war for 5 years or more, if you completely occupy the war leader, you get 100%. And there we go, the English are out of Britain, and that completes our perfect Hanseatic borders. I guess Swamp Germany's integration will be the last part of that, but that's okay. So, there we go. And I don't actually want Normandy, that's for Scotland to have. So Scotland, you got some fair amount of debt there, I'm happy to pay it off. Take Normandy. There you go. That'll help you with devastation around there as well. And huzzah, I got myself another lovely fort here. A lovely, albeit punishing, level 8 fort. Not that we'll get invaded around there, heavens no. Get our units back, so I can ship them over to the mainland. In preparation for war against the Ottomans. And they're gonna have to die. Don't I really have any favors with them? It'll take a few years to get that. But that's alright, I need a few years to build up anyway. Let's get those cores down. And of course people are too terrified of us to make a coalition. A Europe-wide coalition isn't unthinkable given the vast amount of aggressive expansion we have here, but still. No, Scotland. I already have an heir. And a sweet young thing. We are certainly in the money. Could be more in the money, but I'll take what we can. And since England is no longer a possible rival for us, they're going to be... well, they're not going to be embargoed anymore. So, how's it looking English Channel-wise? Okay, pirates are killing it. My pirates on top of that. Okay, I guess you don't need to do that anymore. Where can we pirate then? It's a good question. I have an answer though. Please go and privateer over in Constantinople. Send those Ottomans deep into debt. And Nietzsche can deal with their own rebels. I don't even have to get involved here, but I guess I'll help them out where possible. Okay, it is really time to start thinking about killing the Ottomans now. Unfortunately, they just went into a war, so I was planning on bringing them into another one. Their debt hurts, but we can pull them out of that when they finish their other war. That should be okay. Now, what if I were to do something a bit crazier? Oh yeah. When they stop fighting another war, they're going to be down for that, alright. Now, my rivals, Savoy and Aragon, I don't actually want you messing with me right now, to the point where I'm even going to counter-espionage you. We'll have Swamp Germany integrated before too long, and all will be very well. We can just pay to upgrade these ships. I know it's expensive, but... actually, forget that. We don't need to upgrade those ones, but these ones, yes. There's a little bit of defending to do around here, but again, I think we'll have the... 20 and 20, 19 and 20? Really? Why do I miss one merc from you? That seems somewhat unusual. Maybe I merged you together, or maybe he died. Whatever the case, you can have him back. You guys can defend the islands. Pretty well defended, I like that. I'll like it more when Constantinople is pirated into the ground. As for the English Channel, we don't have as much of it as I would like. Swamp Germany drinks a lot of it. England still have a staggering 10%, but they can't use it, which is really funny to me. Scotland have a good chunk of it. You know, the funny thing about that is that they're not about to, because Scotland, I want all of your trade, please. Frankly, I would like the same out of Swamp Germany, so I'm going to take it. Give all your trade to me. And then we are going to dominate the English Channel as well. In fact, let's watch how that changes. That's considerably more like it. Good. We'll get our units back. You can join in the privateering fun down in Constantinople as well. I want to place financial pressure on them, but not to the point where I want the Ottomans not to join in one final hurrah with me. Jeez, they've been revolting here like mad. Now there's a question coming in saying how many different cultures are present in the Hansa. Quite a few. Why don't we get a grasp on that? We promote the Prussians, the Litauans, the Swedes, the Danes, and the Poles. I'm starting to wonder why I did the Swedes again. I think it's because I wanted them to be state provinces, but never got around to it. There's a whole load of other guys present here. But we haven't done much cultural enrichment whatsoever. There we go. In fact, really, have I done any? We're Muscovite, and I don't remember pushing the Muscovites very far. Ach well, what does it matter? We pay quite a lot for our forts, though. Tons, because we have so many of them. We'd become quite a bit stronger if we actually used the remaining states that we have. The question is where and how. We're even going to get another 5 more when we get the next one. So that's when I turn to this thing and it tells me where we have the most development. And wherever Malop-Polska is... no thanks. Malop-Polska. Well, yeah. As in hell yeah. This should be ours. Can core it all up for Boon Dollar. We don't have war exhaustion, so sure, why not? And then we can probably do a metropolitan there because it's an accepted culture, and bang, just like that. We get a whole lot more. Where else is good? East Anglia and Northumberland are both apparently really good. I mean, we don't really accept the English, but it's hard to deny with such high development there. Brabant, Mercia, la 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 la. Some of this is really good. And they make a compelling argument. However, I'm about to integrate this stuff, and as best I can tell, Friesland is going to be good. Holland is going to be damn good, even though they're Dutch. And this part of Swamp Germany has some good prospects. Still, I guess it couldn't hurt to do you once we've cored you up, and you it couldn't hurt to do right now. I mean, we've got to spend that admin on something, right? Ostostveland tempts me greatly because of Stockholm's right there, as does Dalaskogen, because it's Dalaskogen. Jake, how big is the Otto Scum army? Let's have a look at armies then, shall we? Their force limit is 750,000. Their standing army is almost 500,000. Their manpower isn't looking too hot, but they're better tech than me. They're terrifying is what I'm getting at. Oh, Muscovy, you've been trying desperately to live on, which is kind of cute. I would like to bully you again. I mean, Perm's borders just look revolting. I mean, it would be smoothed out so much more if we just got all of this. Yeah, Savoy is trying to build spy network on us ever so much. Okay, what would help out the most with these horrible borders? Well, this would be a start. I mean, it would all be good, to be honest. I'd rather have that, but I don't know what my subject is up to. But we're still going to take Bash. Here we go. Perm grows. The Scots convert, which is excellent. And soon we'll be done with this. Oh man, Golden Era's up. We've enjoyed 50 years of prosperity, but all great things must come to an end. The good events won't come to an end, though. This is getting ridiculous. Where are all those bad events? Okay, the clergy are actually wanting more land, as do the boyars, which is understandable since we just gave out so much. To states, rather. So, is there any really good land around here? Like, you know, really high tax? Or other useless goods-ish? Salt is always pretty good. I don't want to give that up. Okay, Adventure Island always struck me as a bit of a holy place, so there we go. As for the boyars, they'd do best sitting on some of our mighty forts. Because I sure don't want these ones falling in a jiffy. I can get that ability, and I will want extra cannon damage from the back row. It's worth so much. It's the reason why Fido is so scary in the Dev MP, and now since we have 2 institutions under our control, we'll be raking in that splendor, relatively. Excellent. Swamp Germany doesn't like me. Oh no. Should do something that resembles lining up my units though. Okay, so Autoscum need to die. I'm gonna get a few more favors so I can really be horrible to them. That's my plan. Then again, when I lose them as an ally, what's the odds that this coalition is going to come and curb stomp me into the ground? I think it's pretty high, but I'm ready for that. I was born ready for that. And how many times am I going to ditch cannons from whatever I have selected? I think every time. I also need some better boats, so we're going to have you fly over to Gotland. And yeah, we need boats aplenty. 1, 2, 3, 16, 17, 18... 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. And if I can't deal with my enemy with 30 boats and naval ideas, then I don't even know what to make of myself. Let's not waste ourselves against pathetic Catholic zealots. Jake, how much of the Reformation is left over? We'll have a look at religion shortly. Like right now. Jeez, it's almost wiped out. At least the Pope would be happy if he still had anything. And the Papal States appear to have nout. Speaking of having nout, there soon won't be anything left of Swamp Germany. And you guys just gotta be a lot worse at what you do. Damn, am I gonna need one hell of an army. That's why I'm saving up all my ducats, saving up my manpower. The English are the only ones left that really want to revolt. The Flemish will see the funny side. Come on, Calais. But you know, I can save the money on my my units for a while. Probably a good thing, good case to be made for getting rid of all my forts for a wee bit as well, since they cost me so much bloody money. Except the English, of course, because they want to rise up. The Flems over here as well. The Pomeranians, apparently, heavens knows where or why. Wismar, that's because we're converting it, right? Yeah, it's not too long since we stole that off of 4 grand! Sod off! I'm at that point where I am not getting rid of my money. Jeez, Muscovy's going ballistic. No, I thought that was Ottomans playing more. Muscovy is trying the best they can against Bukhara, but they're guaranteed by Delhi, so does that mean Muscovy thinks they can take on Delhi as well, or did Delhi just not do that? I'm confused. Oh well, go Bukhara, even though you won't win, not with that kind of tech. There we go, now we have a force limit. 670. It could be better, and in fact now it is, because Swamp Germany is part of us. Just in time to get revolts in my subject. Yeah, hopefully you can figure that out. Now we have all this land as well. I'd like it to be a bit more abusively level 840. But it's also full of wrong religion provinces. I thought they would have been a bit better at that. Harumph. Oh well, that aside, we have some pretty lucrative areas here, don't we? I mean, I can't think of many people not wanting Holland. But these are also pretty good. We have two spare states that we can make. I'd hate to accept the Dutch and all that they do, but I'll take it. There we go. Also means we probably have conscription centers to throw down around here. Because damn do I want a ton of those. I guess manpower would be useful as well, but how am I even going to burn through 500,000 manpower? I can't see it happening. I guess anywhere that already has a barracks might as well also get one of these. It doesn't increase some of these by a lot, so maybe not so key. Ah, what the hell? It's only money. So the force limit's going to be huge. I need a ton of armies ready for this, though. Like, we are wanting to majorly puff our chest out. But I'm thinking about getting rid of the horses, since it's late enough into the game that I'm not interested in having them. And I still have a whole bunch of them. Fare thee well. Means we need to send over a few more of you though, but that's okay. On your bike. Yeah, things are going well with Swamp Germany forever gone. Aye. Don't worry, Ottomans, I have a plan for you. But I have a plan for myself as well. Also those accursed... Wow, the autonomy here is horrible. Burghers would help out with this, but on the other hand... Yeah, the English still get a ton of trade power here because they're sending in some boats. And we lose out a lot. Well, with that in mind, it's still worth sticking the burghers down here. To ignore the autonomy effect on trade power, of course. Otherwise, clergy, I can throw them down to anywhere with really good taxes. And the boyars to anywhere with particularly good manpower. Do we know anywhere like that? Preferably somewhere that's already got a fair chunk of autonomy. Ah, you're there. Don't know why you have such autonomy, but you do. Works for me. Eight, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Man, my maths is beyond terrible. How did I even manage to overshoot? It's because we have a spare cannon. Mix you up with them again. 1, 2, 3, 4. On you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be a big build-up to deal with the Ottomans because, holy smokes, it's going to be one hell of a war. And we'll get all these, which I can easily make into a 20 stack, like so. And then a lot of these stacks will likely need cannons. It's a bit cost ineffective to make all of them have cannons as well, because I could just have 40 stacks ready for backup, but if they're not adequately defended, then that works against me. Let's get a level 6 fort there, level 2 fort there. Level 2 fort in his capital. We could bum rush him and hold him off on this side with a navy here. Then all we have to defend is across here. Well, there's this as well, but at least we won't get reinforcements coming in from across the Bosphorus. However, his ships are heavy going. We might need more than the paltry number that we have, but our naval force limit did just shoot up. We could get another 10 3-deckers in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. He's probably not very happy with all that pirating that we're doing, so let's keep those relations pretty kosher. This is a concern, but not a huge one. If the English are that keen to rise up, then they can go and deal with London first. But I gotta puff out my chest while we're here. Extra missionary strength would make all this go considerably faster, because we are looking at fair number of years that I don't want to spend doing this. But it'll be okay. So how much money are we talking about to have you guys active? Oh, we make tons of money. Why even worry about it? That works out well for me. But what today hasn't? Okay. Yeah, it's nice to have everything that we needed to do done, but I cannot abide by this end boss Ottomans still existing. So we only have 9 favors. We'll get our next one in January. They're just on a rampage though. They're eating up everything they can. Ethiopia once existed, and they're just getting stronger and stronger. 772 force limit now. Jeez. I just need those 10. This is a write-off though. This land will not survive. I mean, sure, I could litter it with level 8 forts and laugh as they take forever to siege it. I mean, it would keep them tied up for a long time, whilst we could do our own thing. And it's not like we have anything resembling money troubles. And most of it is mountains. There's like one province there that is not made of mountains. Okay, Operation Distract the Ottomans is a go-go. Knew I kept it for a good reason. To hemorrhage money on. Other than the Pomeranians over in Wismar, nobody's really keen to rise up against me, and I don't even know why these guys are so in my face. Separatism, culture, oh yeah, the discontent and you being cruel is getting in the way. But not to a point where we need to worry about it. I should still, though. Yeah, oh crap, what did I just build? My finger was moving on its own. It was most likely this. A conscription centre in Fife is completely unnecessary. However, anywhere that doesn't have one that is currently in a state should have one. It's more important to me than churches right now, because hell, I need that force limit. Yeah, definitely don't need courthouses where we're going. Training fields, though, hard to argue with their versatility. And all these places that already have a the lower version of it, well, you get the discount anyway, so it can't be too bad to do it. And a lot of these places say they're already full of buildings, to which point I turn around and go, what's, you know, so full that you can't have this? I won't abide by it. Moscow's got a bit of everything. No, it's not the most exciting thing in the game, but I do enjoy the whole build-up aspect here. I mean, a town hall is not going to be doing us any good at this stage, however, conscription center, that certainly can. Of course, filling up that force limit is going to be a whole different story, but we will have the power, I'm certain about that. The highest development province in your duchy is most likely Rostov, tied with London. You know, the two obvious Hanseatic mainstays. I suppose we can check that by going to development and looking at it. London shines brightly. Stockholm is close at 46, as is Sjælland. But no, it's all about that Rostov and the London. Happy enough with that. So, what am I meant to make of that? Okay, well, we've still got some of you guys that can afford to go away. We can puff out our chest with yet more Streltsy, which is going to be super handy, because I want that thing fleshed out. We'll probably need even more of them later on. Let's divvy you guys up. Oh, you're too short on morale to even move. That was a mistake for me to make. Because now you dribble a bit of attrition there. But I still don't want you to have much maintenance because you're costing me